Hi, I'm Martha. Welcome to Essential Somatics. In one of my videos, I talked about forward head posture and how forward head posture really isn't just about your head or your face. Forward head posture is a full body pattern that results in the drawing forward of your neck and your head, but it's the top of the pattern, which starts right here in the center, the response to fear, anxiety, worry. It's a very primal protective reflex that causes you to go protect and withdraw inward, causing your face to go forward. So the flower is a very powerful, wonderful movement that will teach you how to release and relax the muscles of the front of the body and help your entire front lengthen so that you can find your own neutral. So I'll demonstrate the flower for you, but what I want to do in this video is to show you a couple of ways that sensory motor amnesia shows up within the flower. So for your own benefit, so that you can get the most out of this movement and pandiculate yourself back to neutral to tall, relaxed posture, I'd like to show you a couple things. So the flower is done with your knees up and your feet planted, arms about 45 degrees from your body. So what you're doing is you're actually recreating the reflex in order to be able to decreate it when it happens, because then you'll be somatically aware of what's going on internally, your internal sensation. So here's the movement. You'll just inhale, and then as you exhale, sinking the belly, sinking the sternum, rolling everything in. This is forward head posture, isn't it? And then slowly releasing out to neutral. So I'll do it a couple more times. And this is more explicitly described on one of my DVDs, Pain-Free Neck and Shoulders. So, and you can bring a nice inhale in. Inhaling, the belly softens and the back contracts, and then exhaling, sinking down right into that full body pattern. Contracting and collapsing in the center, and then inhaling and softening the whole front of the body all the way up to the front of the shoulders for full relaxation. So one more time in its entirety. You can also let the knees tip gently away from the center. And as you sink it down and contract it inward, your knees can squeeze together. You're like a flower bud closing up. And then as you inhale, slowly releasing to neutral. Here's something that people do, however, when they're stuck in head forward posture or when they're stuck in the red light reflex. They have disconnected their internal sensations, their experience of themselves. They've disconnected the neck from the center of the body. So here's what it looks like. And it doesn't feel very good, by the way. They inhale, they exhale, and sink it down. And notice how my neck is not moving. This, by the way, doesn't feel very good. And then they come on back. All right? Now, you wouldn't do that if you were slumping at the computer. You would bring your face towards the computer screen, right? So again, they sink it down and they don't move their neck, right? Rigid. The center is moving, but the neck and the head are not moving together. Or they do this. They come down and they roll their arms inward with lots of effort. Nothing is moving here. Everything is rigid here. And then they come out. And they say, I don't see what's the big deal about this movement. It doesn't feel very good. The whole point of this movement is to help you connect your experience, your control of the center of the body from the tailbone all the way up to the base of your skull, so that your whole spine and center is moving like a wave, both extending, the chin comes down, and then sinking down through neutral and flexing and curling inward, and the chin comes up. Notice that the pelvis and the chin go in the same direction. The pelvis rolls forward, the chin comes down. The pelvis tips up and the chin tips up. And of course, you want to do this with your eyes closed. This will bring your awareness to the center of the body. You want to do it slowly, pleasantly, taking your time. It never has to be a big movement. But again, what you're doing is you're recreating this reflex, this habit that you might be stuck in order to feel it strongly and then slowly release those muscles through pandiculation back to a new place. And very slowly giving yourself time and being patient, I think you're going to succeed in finding a new, more balanced and neutral posture. This will help your breathing, your mood, your energy, your neck muscles. And try it out at home, try it out at the office, and let me know how it goes.